Okay, so this is just a short video showing some of the new features of the updated trays that I'll be releasing very soon. And I will not show all combinations and all, there is simply too much to show. I will try to show you the general idea behind these trays, and then you should just trust me that this extends to all sorts of card types and the likes. So here I will primarily be showing mini USA and MTG size card size because that's what I use the most. So just for comparison, this is a small tray for mini USA and this is the Magic cards. And all functionality in all the card sizes are the same. One exception, the quadratic cards don't have a portrait and a landscape, but I guess you can assume why. Okay, so these are the new trays, and what you see here is a one without any excess height. So all trays comes with different excess heights, and this one is as shallow as they get. I always leave just 2 millimeters on top to make sure that lids doesn't crush the cards, and if you stack them that you don't crush the cards. But this is yeah, and here you have this is a 5 millimeters where you can see some more of the dividers, and that works nice. So this is for Aeon Trespass. This is the two unused cycles. The cycle currently in play is in the box just to my right, and this slot over here is natural for cycle 4 and 5, which will arrive shortly. These trays, this is the standard tray that it was called fixed dividers in the past. Now I call it standard tray. I have removed the trays that have only free dividers and doesn't support the fixed dividers. They are still available in a shadow storage somewhere, but the new releases will be focusing on these because I think they are by far superior. And with this new design where the slits are much narrower or much shorter, it prints really fast. I think I cut 20% off the print times, which is nice. And there's also, yeah, it's slightly thinner here. This doesn't, it saves a slight bit of plastic, but not much. But these slits is where all the time was spent. So this is much better, I think. The default width or the default tolerance for the dividers, I've tightened it up slightly because I don't move them that much, so they are slightly more snug than usually. You can still use, and I provide the free dividers in the storage, and they can be mixed, and this is from Skytear Horde, where you can see these last portions. I actually use the free dividers because I only extract one of these decks at a time, so this will never topple over, while some of the others, all of these cards go onto the table, and it's so annoying when it topples over, right? So, and with this new, also you can store the lid underneath now, which is, maybe you put that before as well, but this is nice, I think. Fixed dividers and free dividers are supported, and all sorts of cutouts. I don't have any with me, but yeah, it's the same. You can get the different cutouts. So having all of these card trays on top of each other is showcasing what I think is maybe my coolest new feature in these trays. So back in the days, there were lids, and you could naturally place them on top of each other. But I found when I carried these trays that this one was very slippery, and I was always afraid that this would topple over. So the great new update is that so this is Arkham Horror, and as you see here, maybe you don't see, I have made support for stackable trays. So now this is not slippery. This is pretty cool, and you can yeah, I can show. So there is a version of the card trays now that has this very tiny. This is a 3 millimeter extra height that you can place trays on top of each other, and all the dividers naturally fit, so you can get these in excess heights as well. So this is a 10mm excess height, so I use all of these. These are, yeah. And you can stack the trays, and naturally you can stack multiple of these stackable trays, but the top one, so this one goes on top here. Yeah, I can show, I can't with one hand. So this fits. But the top one does not need to be stackable. This is actually a standard tray, just like the one you saw before for Aeon Trespass, but just for I forgot what this game is called, for Arkham Horror. So this is my current Arkham Horror stack, which this is the game as it is. So I have lots of cards on top, and below here there are some scenarios, and in the bottom I also have some scenarios, but I also have these boxes for tokens. Now these I should reprint. This is the chaos bag. You can have everything, and a fixed divider so things doesn't topple. This is super cool, and I have my game in just these stackable boxes. I am very happy with this, to be honest. So I guess that is this is the new one of the new things that I did. So first, faster prints was important. Then this support for these stackable trays. I will be using them a lot, 100%. I didn't mention the lids. So the lids, I have changed that slightly. So they come in two versions. So they come in a version that will just cover this. That will just cover this where the slits are located. This extra width. So that's a lid, and that will leave this space open, so you can look inside. And I received feedback that not everybody likes it. So this is a prototype. This is not exactly correct, but there's another lid type that will cover the opening. So the real prototype will go slightly deeper than this. And just to make very clear, the height difference here is because this is a 0 excess height tray, and the other one is a 10mm excess height. So this is why there is a 10mm difference. And I actually think this might, sorry for noise. Yeah, and this is even a stackable version, as you can see here. So this tray is just taller than this one, despite both being for USA Mini cards. And then this is a new tray type, or not exactly. So I used to have the cut out types of tray cards, and this is the new updated version of that. So as you see, this is going a bit more cut out than what I did before. I think this works quite well. So there is no support anymore. The lids have this this fancy I don't know what the name of that is in English, but that protects the card, so that will go against this, so you cannot squash it when you add the lid. If you want the lid, initially I actually wanted these to go without any lids at all, because I see these as fast access trays. So this is something you have have on a table or have in a shelf somewhere. You pull them out, you have extremely fast access to the cards. So again, the dividers are here, the fixed dividers that support both fixed and free dividers, and with all the excess heights, and the lids will follow that as well. So it's the same system more or less, with the same functionality as the standard tray, just reversed, right? So here the height is adjusted on the lid instead of the height being adjusted on the trays. Now I don't know if that showed on the video, but this tray that was down here just before, it had flexed here along this side, so it actually popped out. I haven't seen that. I don't know if I have a stability issues with these trays because of this wall actually being thinner. I will have to test that. Most likely it's because I lifted it one-handed, which I don't recommend doing when you have a tray that is full of cards. I will go check that. If that is an issue, I will have to make this wall thicker again, but I will keep the shorter slits. Okay, so I've spent some time analyzing this issue, and for sure one of the issues was that I lifted the trays one-handed, so this can flex quite a lot, and I don't think you should do that. But there was another issue that I didn't really consider. So if you see here on this video, you can see that the dividers do not go to all the way to the bottom of the trays. And this was deliberately. I didn't want to have anything. I just want to have enough space. And I even considered doing a very shallow divider. But when you do lift one-handed, what happens is this will pull out, and the trays will fall. And due to the way these trays are made, they will fall, and this one will catch, and then it's stuck in the wrong position, right? And you need to lift them up to get this fixed. So I printed some that goes all the way to the bottom of the trays. It's not much extra print time there, and when you do flex them now, they still go out, but they'll keep standing, and you don't have this issue. This is a much better divider than the others, so I will, and yeah, I'm sorry about that. I will be providing these trays that goes to the bottom of the tray. I do not think it is an issue, but with this, I thinned the wall, so this is 2 millimeters in the bottom now, and before it was 4 millimeters on the entire length. I will provide a tray version as well with a longer section that is a 4 millimeter wall thickness here. I do not think this is needed, so I will provide them in our shadow store. Storage store, and these will be the ones that are available for when you buy the object from my manufacturer. So just for the ones that didn't know this already, I ran out of space on my manufacturer due to this exact object having way too many files. So whenever you buy access, I will give you access to a different storage where you can download all the wealth of files that are accompanying this object. But the main object that is hosted on my manufacturer will contain everything we have discussed here, I think. But these with the extra stability will be in a shadow storage. And as I said, I don't think it's needed. Also, the non-sleeved version, so these are all sleeved versions. The non-sleeved versions will also be available in this shadow store. For now, I am happy with this fix, having the dividers go to the bottom of the tray, and then don't lift them one-handed. I think at least if you have lots of card, that's not a good idea. So that was my fix. Took me a couple of days, but yeah, we are ready to go once more, I hope. I'm doing the last tests of these trays, and I'm hoping to release soon. Yep, I think that's it. Oh, that's the stack of spools that are empty because of the prototype prints I have done for this new update. I have spent so much time on this. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, hi, this is Future Sven. When I tried to edit the movie or the video, I didn't think the trays or the boxes came out too well on Arkham Horror. So this is Terraforming Mars, the dice game. And here I use these half-height trays for dice and tokens and what. And these are too big for this game. Oh, sorry for noise, but because there aren't there's plenty of space in this box, I just went this way. But if and when there's an expansion and I need more space for the cards, I will definitely print these maybe as a quarter height instead, because it's basically not needed. Yeah, and this is as you can see, a double tray that just fits inside the box. I like it a lot. Now I just wanted to show Deliverance as well, because here I did a lot, I think, or at least something different. So you see, I actually used the card trays for miniatures as well. So here I have a Gabriel, I think, and the associated cards are next to them. So this is really neat. You pull out an angel, and you have the skill up cards next to them. And then I have lots of these trays, and they are, some of them are shallow and some of them are half heights. So I think this works really well, and also just dump in acrylic standees and everything. I think this works really well as well, and this, I think, really shows the token storage, that this is really easy to get to the table very fast. We just lift out these trays and we are ready to go. Yeah, you see, you can cool metal coin as well. Just slides down there. I'm very happy with this as well, from Deliverance. Just showing again what these card trays actually can do. And then completely off topic, because I have Deliverance pulled out. Deliverance have a huge gaming mat, and I printed this, and it's actually on sale on MFS as well. So sorry for product placement, but I think I have sold one of these, and it's one of the things I'm most happy about. So this is as everything I do, I think this is modular, right? So you print a button, you print some middle sections, and you print a top, and they just they're just screwed together with a, I can't do one-handed. So and then you store your gaming mat inside of these. This is super cool. Whenever I play Deliverance, I'm very happy about my mat storage, and I have no clue why people aren't buying them. And it's okay, but this is one of the prints I'm happy about, at least. And for Deliverance, I don't know if you know it, I have nothing to do with Deliverance. I bought it. We have played it a bunch because it's a really funny game. There's an upcoming new Kickstarter, I think, in September. I'll be backing that as well. Maybe you should check it out. Cool game.